Warthogs return to the desert, a show of force the Middle East, a region synonymous with conflict. The United States has long maintained a military presence there. Now, that presence is growing. Over 300 U.S. airmen and a squadron of A-10 Thunderbolt IIs, better known as Warthogs, have been deployed. Their destination, an airbase in the Persian Gulf. Their mission support U.S. interests in the region. This deployment comes at a time of heightened tensions. The conflict in Yemen, fueled by Houthi militants, has escalated. The U.S. is bolstering its forces. The message is clear. America is ready to defend its interests and its allies. The A-10, a Cold War-era aircraft, might seem an odd choice for this mission. But the Warthog has a reputation. It's a reputation for ruggedness, firepower, and close air support that is unmatched. The A-10 was designed for one purpose: to kill tanks. It was built for a different kind of war, a war against Soviet armor in Europe. But the Warthog has proven itself adaptable. From the deserts of Iraq to the mountains of Afghanistan, the A-10 has provided vital support to ground troops. The deployment to the Persian Gulf marks a return to familiar territory for the Warthog. It's a reminder that even in an age of drones and stealth fighters, some weapons never go out of style. The A-10 Warthog isn't a glamorous aircraft. It's not sleek or fast like an F-22 Raptor, but the Warthog has something the Raptor doesn't: pure, unadulterated firepower. And in the world of close air support, firepower is king. The A-10 was built around its gun, the legendary GAU-8 Avenger 30mm cannon. It fires massive, depleted uranium rounds at a rate of 4,200 rounds per minute. The sound is unforgettable, a deafening brrrr that strikes fear into the enemy. But the A-10's effectiveness isn't just about brute force, it's about precision. The Warthog can loiter over the battlefield for extended periods. Its pilots have exceptional visibility, thanks to the aircraft's large canopy. This allows them to identify targets and deliver ordnance with pinpoint accuracy. In the fight against ISIS, the A-10 proved invaluable. Its ability to operate at low altitudes and slow speeds made it ideal for supporting ground troops in urban environments. The Warthog could take out enemy positions, vehicles, and personnel with minimal collateral damage. It became a beloved asset to ground forces, who knew that the distinctive brrrr of the A-10's cannon meant help was on the way. The A-10 Warthog is a relic of a bygone era. Conceived during the Cold War, it was designed for a different kind of battle. Now the Air Force is debating its future. Some argue that the A-10 is obsolete. They point to its slow speed and lack of stealth capabilities. They say it's vulnerable to modern air defenses. They believe that newer, more advanced aircraft, like the F-35, can perform the close air support role more effectively. But the Warthog has its defenders, and they are a passionate bunch. They argue that the A-10 is still the best close air support aircraft ever built. They point to its unparalleled firepower, its ruggedness, and its ability to operate from austere airfields. They argue that the A-10 is more cost-effective than newer aircraft, and they emphasize the psychological impact the Warthog has on the enemy. The Air Force, caught between modernization and budgetary constraints, has struggled to reach a decision. The A-10 has been on the chopping block before, only to be saved by congressional intervention. Its future remains uncertain. A-10 2.0 upgraded for the modern battlefield. The A-10 Warthog may be old, but it's not standing still. The Air Force has invested in upgrading the fleet, ensuring it remains relevant on the modern battlefield. One of the most significant upgrades is the addition of new wings. These new wings are lighter and stronger than the originals, extending the Warthog's service life. The A-10 has also received upgrades to its avionics. New targeting pods allow pilots to identify and engage targets with even greater precision. The cockpit has been modernized with new displays and improved communication systems. And to protect it from ground fire, the A-10 has received enhanced armor. These upgrades ensure that the Warthog can continue to operate effectively in contested airspace. The upgraded A-10s are more lethal, more survivable, and more capable than ever before. They represent a commitment to maintaining the Warthog's relevance in the 21st century. Balancing act the Air Force's strategy for the A-10. The U.S. Air Force faces a dilemma. It must balance the need to modernize its fleet with the realities of a tight budget. The A-10 Warthog, despite its proven capabilities, has become a focal point in this debate. The Air Force plans to eventually retire the A-10, but not immediately. The current strategy involves maintaining 7 operational squadrons of A-10s. These squadrons will continue to provide close air support for U.S. and allied forces around the world. However, the Air Force is clear that the A-10's days are numbered. The plan is to gradually downsize the fleet as newer aircraft like the F-35 come online. The F-35, with its stealth capabilities and advanced sensors, is envisioned as the Air Force's primary strike platform in the future. But until the F-35 can fully take on the close air support role, the A-10 will continue to be a valuable asset. Old dog, new tricks? The A-10 compared to the F-35. The A-10 Warthog and the F-35 Lightning II represent two different philosophies of air power. The A-10 is a brute, designed for close air support and nothing else. The F-35 is a high-tech multi-role fighter, intended to dominate in every aspect of aerial combat. The F-35 is stealthy, allowing it to penetrate enemy defenses undetected. It has advanced sensors that provide pilots with unparalleled situational awareness, and it can carry a variety of weapons for both air-to-air and air-to-ground missions. But the F-35 is also expensive, far more expensive than the A-10, and some argue that its versatility comes at the cost of specialization. They say that the F-35, while capable, cannot match the A-10's firepower or its ability to loiter over the battlefield. The debate over which aircraft is better suited for close air support is likely to continue. The Air Force believes that the F-35, with its advanced capabilities, represents the future. But for now, the A-10, with its proven track record and enduring appeal, isn't going anywhere. A pilot's perspective. You feel safe in that cockpit. You feel safe in that cockpit, says Lieutenant Colonel Tom Rhino Davis, a veteran A-10 pilot. It's like flying a tank. Davis has flown the A-10 in combat over Iraq and Afghanistan. He knows firsthand what the Warthog can do. It's a pilot's aircraft, he says. You're low, you're slow, you're right there in the fight with the guys on the ground. Davis describes the feeling of firing the A-10's 30mm cannon as exhilarating. It's like hitting a baseball with a sledgehammer, he says. But for Davis, the most rewarding part of flying the A-10 is the close air support mission. Knowing that you're making a difference, that you're protecting those guys on the ground, that's what it's all about, he says. Davis acknowledges that the A-10 is an older aircraft, but he believes it still has a vital role to play in the US military. It's a proven platform, he says. It's rugged, it's reliable, and it's effective. You can't ask for more than that.